So that is one way to determine yung current trend ng market, no? If you want to be a little bit more specific, babalik kayo dito sa ating swing sa market, no? Yung mga highs and lows natin. If we see a very familiar pattern, then that could be an uptrend or a downtrend. Kung uptrend yan, ang kailangan nyo makita is a higher low followed by a higher high. So sabihin natin dito, meron ka ditong higher low, umakyat yung market, it breaks past your previous high, then that would be the start of your uptrend. No? So meron kang low, high, higher low, higher high. Pag break ng previous high at binigyan ka ng higher high, that would be the start of an uptrend. Okay? So titignan mo yung swings ng market. So makyat siya, creates an high. Goes down, creates a low. Goes up again, it goes higher than the previous one, meron kang higher high. Moba ng konti, tapos umakyat, meron kang higher low. Now, once the market breaks that previous high, then you now have a higher low followed by a higher high. That would be an uptrend. Okay. Kung downtrend naman, it's the same idea, baliktad lang naman. What you need to see are lower highs followed by lower lows. Now, if we don't know what's going on with the market, no? And parang wala ding pinupuntahan masyado yung market, that would be a ranging market. Okay? At pag ganyan, abang-abang na lang tayo ng mas magandang trade, no? Hindi natin ipipilit. Alright, so let's have some exercises first para makuha natin yung trend. So you can use yung trend lines, no, or channels, or you can use yung mano-mano natin na lower high followed by a higher high pag uptrend, or a lower high followed by a lower low on a downtrend. Okay, so tingnan natin yung mga charts na ni-request kanina. So let's start with Euro USD first. Okay? So currently, sa tingin nyo, ano yung trend ng market? Is it an uptrend, a downtrend, or a ranging market? What do you guys think? Medyo tricky siya. Alright, good. So most likely, it's a downtrend. No? Bakit? Meron kang high, low, lower high. Pagbasag nito, that would be the start of your lower low. So meron ka ng lower high followed by lower low. That would be a downtrend. Okay, clear? Check ko lang may mga questions sa YouTube. Alright, so far wala pa naman. Okay, so remember that across different time frames, pwede rin po magbago yung trend nyo. So for example, on the D1 charts, it could be an uptrend. No? Pagtingin nyo sa H4, neutral siya. Pagtingin nyo sa H1, pwede siyang downtrend. So kumbaga, yung trends natin on different time frames may actually be different. Okay? Okay, once po ba na hindi na break yung previous low, okay, nagre-range lang po ba yung market? Most likely, opo. Well, remember that the market consolidates around 70% of the time. So 30% lang naman nagte-trend ng market eh. Alright. So let's go back to our slides. So malinaw yung mga trends natin, malinaw yung supports, malinaw din yung ano natin, supports and resistances, malinaw din yung candlesticks natin. So ideally, when you combine all of them together, no, saka ka ngayon nagkakaroon ng foundations ng price action. Okay? So you now have your supports and resistances. Meron ka very specific areas where you want to trade. Number two, you can check for the general direction of the market. No, makita mo uptrend ba siya, downtrend, or ranging. Ideally, gusto mo sabayan yung trend. No? And lastly, you also have candlesticks to confirm your trade kung okay ba siya. Okay? So, once you have all of them together, saka ka na pwede mag-transition ngayon into something more advanced. Okay? So, before we transition into our strategy itself, check ko lang no, kung may mga questions lang tayo. No? Okay, ano po kaya next move kapag ganun yung nangyari? You mean a lower high, tapos hindi siya nag-lower low? Abangan mo lang. So, hintay ka lang may mabasag siya either side. Kasi pag naibasag niya ilalim, then talagang downtrend siya. No? Pero pag bigla siyang umakyat, check the recent pattern, baka maging uptrend siya. So, kumbaga, wait and see yung gagawin natin doon. Okay, may question dito si Ma'am Ann from YouTube. Coach, pag po ba isang wave lang yung higher low and higher high, is it still safe to buy? Yung parang isang diretso lang siyang umakyat? Pwede naman, pwede naman. Normally, you enter upon breakout nung high mo, no? So mamaya bibigyan ko kayo ng breakout rules. Kasi more on breaks ang gagamitin natin eh. Hindi muna tayo magba-bounce play kasi medyo mas mahirap ang bounce play kaysa sa sa mga breakout at saka trend following. Mas mataas kasi yung makukuha mong returns, no? Ideal, no? Kumbaga in theory, kung bounce play yung kinukuha mo. Pero minsan kasi hindi mo matatansya kailan ba talaga babalik yung market. It's just easier to follow the trend. Eh. So, going back now. Buksan ko lang yung ating, ayan. So, ito po, I'll show you a very familiar pattern that we'll be using pagdating po doon sa mismong strategy natin. And we call these patterns flags, pennants, and wedges. So yung tatlong yan, medyo marami silang similarity. Ano? At saka similar lang din naman yung idea behind the trade. No? So what you have here, so again, you have the patterns there. You can take a screenshot of it, memorize it a little bit. Okay? So ipapakita ko sa inyo, these are the patterns that we actually want to see in the current market. So unahin muna natin yung mga flag patterns. No? So you have these bullish flag and bearish flag patterns. Ano ba yan? No? Mapapansin nyo that there's a very strong movement in the market initially. Okay? Biglang lumipad yung market ng malakas. Ang tawag natin dyan ay flagpole. The steeper it is, the better. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pag matarik siya na mapataas bigla, no? That would be good. Now, after you have a flagpole, ideally, magkakaroon ng consolidation yung market. Consolidation meaning nagre-range lang siya, wala siyang pinupuntahan. Okay? Now, if you're looking for a bullish flag, yung consolidation natin ideally would be going down a little bit, no? Kumbaga pababa yung consolidation niya. Or pwede ring horizontal, ayos lang yon. Okay? Pero kapag pataas din yung channel, definitely we won't take that trade. Right? So either pagilid lang or against the overall movement. Okay? So that's a bullish flag pattern. Ngayon, paano natin iti-trade yan? Once you have established yung consolidation ng market, simply draw supports and resistances, no? Trend lines based on that. Ngayon, kapag parallel sila sa isa't isa, you'll have a channel. Now, ideally, any breakout from that resistance level would be an opportunity for you to buy. Okay, kapag nag-breakout siya pataas. However, if the market breaks out to the downside, then we don't actually do anything. Relax ka lang kasi hindi na flag pattern yun. Ang gusto natin gawin sa flag pattern is for a kumbaga, trend following strategy. No? Continue lang yung trend. Now, for a bearish flag pattern, it's the same idea. Baliktad lang yung orientation. No? You have your flagpole, it's strongly going downwards. Meron kang consolidation sa market. No? Yung consolidation could be going up a little bit or going sidewards. Okay? And then from there, maghahanap tayo ng breakout pababa. Doon tayo papasok. No? So mamaya explain ko paano pumasok with the breakout. Right? Clear yung flag pattern? Meron akong mga konting tanong mamaya sasagutin ko. No? But any questions so far regarding this one? Okay, kung wala naman. So, ngayon, meron tayong tinatawag na pennant at saka wedges. No? Ano naman yung difference ng mga yan? In theory, they're the same. Meron kang flagpole, the market consolidates a little bit. No? And then eventually naghahanap tayo ng continuation nung movement. So, itong pennant natin, imbis na parallel yung ating supports and resistances, ang nangyari is that they're actually going to converge. Kumbaga magsasama yung support at resistance mo in the future. So kumbaga paipit ng paipit yung presyo. For a bearish pennant pattern, ganun lang din, o baliktad lang. Pababa yung flagpole, consolidation, paipit ng paipit. Yung ating support, paakyat, yung ating resistance, pababa. No? So kumbaga, yan yung magiging itsura nun. No? Now, for a falling wedge, ano naman yung difference nun? Yung falling wedge natin, both of those support and resistance levels natin are actually pointing towards the same direction. So kumbaga magkikita pa rin silang dalawa, pero both of them are either pointed downwards or both of them are pointed upwards. Okay? So hindi kagaya ni pennant, isang pababa, isang paakyat. So yun si falling wedge. No? And then baliktarin mo lang, you have a bearish rising wedge. At yan yung mga gusto natin madalas makita sa market kasi yan yung kumbaga binibigyan tayo ng opportunity na sabayan yung trend. Alright? So let's have some examples doon sa chart natin before we go to our yung mismong setup. No? May mga konting tanong, sagutin ko lang. No? Paano po yung bounce play? Pwede po ba yun sa ranging market? Pwede po, pero I don't advise it for now kasi pag ranging, hindi natin talaga alam kung saan pupunta yun. Medyo 50-50 eh. So, kailangan mo na marami-raming confirmation pag ganun before ka mag-trade ng bounce doon. But for now, hindi ko muna ituturo yung bounces. Hindi naman natin masyadong kailangan sa strategy natin. But if you need some materials on that, meron naman tayong prepared. Okay, pwede din ba i-bounce play yung mga patterns na to? Actually, pwede, no? If you want to go a little bit advanced. Ang mangyayari dyan, let's say you have a flag here, tapos nag-consolidate yung market, no? Meron kang malinis na bullish flag pattern. Kapag umakyat yung market, no, it breaks out of that consolidation, pwede siyang mag-fall back ng konti bago siya tumuloy pataas. So that could be a bounce play right there. Pero mahirap pulihin yan.